it's Barli. I hope you're doing well tonight. Tonight, I've decided I'm going to be doing a updated vinyl collection video. So I did one of these videos a while ago, where I pretty much showed my entire record collection. And since then, I've got quite a few new records. So I'm going to be showing them off in this video. It won't be as many as last time, but I figured I could show the new ones that I got. So I'm just going to be doing some soft-spoken rambles about the albums, along with some nice tappy taps. How's that sound? Alright, well, without further ado, let's go to the first album, shall we? So in this video, you'll see that my favorite artist is this artist named Brother Tiger. He's like seriously my favorite artist right now. So I discovered him when I was in the airport. It was on Spotify. It was like similar artist to an artist. It was Hello Meteor, similar artist to Hello Meteor. Another artist I like a lot. I randomly found one of his songs. So his music is like, it's like a mix between chillwave and new age instrumental music. So Brother Tiger does do music with vocals, where he actually sings. He's really talented. I saw him live in concert a couple months back. So he sings, he plays the keyboard, and of course, he produces music. But he's so talented. Anyway, he has 5 albums that are just instrumentals, and all of the songs on the albums were actually live streamed, which is so cool. So these 5 albums are called the Fundamentals volumes, and here I have the first volume. What I love is like each of these albums represents a different like element. So this album represents water. I think that's the alchemical symbol for water, if I'm not mistaken. So like, the album cover is like, obviously you see there's some water on the front, some water on the back, of course, and all the track titles are like Cascade, Tide Pool, Windjammer. Windjammer is like what you call this specific type of ship. Bottom turn, that's a surfing move. Dawn Patrol is like, I don't know, you probably know this. Dawn Patrol is like when you go out super early in the morning. It could be like either surfing or skiing or whatever. Basically, you go out super early in the morning, usually before sunrise. I keep hitting my snoot. So that's what Dawn Patrol is. But anyway, this album is all about like water, I guess. Yeah. That's the water symbol in alchemy. I would say this is my second favorite album of the Fundamental series. It has my favorite song, which is Windjammer. All the other ones are really good. And what I love about the Fundamentals albums is that it feels like most of the songs like transition into one another. I mean, you should really take a listen. Like, for example, Cascade transitions into Tide Pool, transitions into Windjammer, and then into At Dusk for side A of the album. And then side B, doesn't really do that, but side A has that really cool seamless transition effect. Okay, well, I've been rambling a lot about this album. I'm going to go through the other Prototyper albums. This is volume 2. And this is like a earth theme, earth or dirt or whatever. Like you have Up from the Lowlands, Ragged Pony. I love the album artwork so much. Pretty sure he took all of these photos himself, sorry. There's the alchemical symbol again. There's only 4 of those symbols in 5 albums, so like, pretty sure he only intended to do 4 originally, but then like, he did a 5th one, and he's working on a 6th one. I watch his live stream still pretty regularly, and he's like, still working on these instrumental songs, and he's gonna like, probably release volume 6, hopefully soon. I'm very excited. That's volume 2. This is volume 3, and this is my favorite volume. It's my favorite because this song right here, Birds of Paradise, that's the first song I heard by him. That was the song that I discovered at the airport. And I instantly fell in love. And you might be able to guess, but the theme of this album is like air and wind. That's the symbol for air or wind. You got air glow, trade winds, westerlies, and of course the album artwork. I'm pretty sure this is Hawaii because I did a bit of research because I'm a bit of a nerd. And of course he also took those photos himself. Why do I keep saying himself? That's not a word. Okay, that's volume 3. Volume 4 is another really, really amazing one. And judging by the album artwork and the track titles, can you take a guess what element this one is supposed to be? Yeah, it's supposed to be fire. And obviously you got like Rim of Fire, Cinder, Sun Up, Sundown. And this is like, I think honestly the best album that kind of showcases the seamless transitions I was talking about earlier. Rim of Fire transitions perfectly to C-mount, to Kipuka, to laminar flow. And same with Sun Up to Sundown. The transition between those two songs is just so amazing. You should definitely have a listen. I love Brother Tiger while driving. It's like, for me, that's the best soundtrack while driving, especially if I'm driving a scenic route. And there's a lot of nice scenic routes where I live. But I found that his music also helps a lot to just like focus when I'm doing work. I had a lot of work this past semester and like he really, really helped me. It's like, it's good for like background music. It's really relaxing. Sometimes I find that like vocals in a song kind of distract me. So in general as a person, I don't exactly like vocals that much in songs. I mean, I do in some songs, but like, I'm more of an instrumental music kind of guy. Okay, that's volume 4. And volume 5. I don't think this one has like an actual defined theme. I mean, I'm not sure if that's an actual symbol. I mean, if I were to guess, it would be like, I mean, it could be water, it could be earth. Kind of a mix of all. And this one's also really good. The songs also like transition nicely. That's what I love. I love albums like this because it feels like, I mean, it might be a bit cringe, but it just feels like it tells a story. And like, it feels like just listening to like just one big song, I guess, if that makes sense. It's really cool, like, just give it a listen. Alright, those are the Brother Tiger albums I have. I knew I was going to spend the most time on these. I'm just going to kind of move through the next ones because I don't know how long I've been recording already. And I don't have much space on my phone. An artist I really like is called Windows 96. Windows 96 is like, it's Vaporwave mainly. It's very unique Vaporwave. It's not like the typical Vaporwave, like, you know, taking an 80s song, slowing it down, adding some drums. It's not really like that. It's like, he's very original. He uses a lot of sound fonts from like older games. Like, if you listen to his music, like, he would use a Super Mario 64 sound font or a Donkey Kong Country sound font. It's really cool. I like this album a lot. 100 Mornings. I guess it's not 100 Mornings, it's 100 Mornings. This is another album by Windows 96. This one is called Enchanted Instrumentals and Whispers. I love the first song a lot, Deep Swim. That's probably my favorite song of his. There's really only so many sounds I can make with records. I mean, I can only do tapping and like, I mean, if I took out the actual record, I'm not going to take out the actual thing, but like the paper makes some sound. Anyway, let's move on. This album is like really, really good. This is Cascade by, it's Cascade by Floating Points. Got mixed up with another one. This one opens up, as you can see. Floating Points is like so good. I mean, it's like this album especially is super danceable, like club ready pretty much. Like it's like a lot of energy. But it's super good. You should really listen to it. Again, that's Cascade by Floating Points. I believe he's from the UK. Some people would call his music like intelligent dance music, but that's such a stupid name for a music genre in my opinion. I mean, that's the same genre that Aphex one would be, but I don't like intelligent dance music. I don't like the name, it sounds pretentious. So, I mean, it's electronic music. Definitely have a listen. Now we're going to switch things up a bit. I love jazz. Yeah, I don't just like electronic. I love jazz a lot. This is an album called Nocturnal Playground by Russ Freeman from the 80s. It's like really good, smooth jazz, and actually, his album was featured a lot on the Weather Channel back in the 80s. Yeah, he was actually one of the most popular artists to be featured on the Weather Channel. So a lot of the songs from this album were sampled for a lot of Vaporwave songs. If you listen to Vaporwave, like, you might recognize some songs if you listen to this album. It's like, it's been super heavily sampled. But I love it a lot. This is also another really good jazz album. It's the same artist as the previous one, except at some point, Russ Freeman, he kind of started a band, I think, called the Rippingtons. So this album is like credited as the Rippingtons featuring Russ Freeman. And it's a cat. It's a furry cat. And this album has like one of my favorite songs ever by him, called Taurus in Paradise. That's the first song on side A. I guess it says side 1. Alright, gotta move through these. I don't want to run out of space on my phone. This is like one of my favorite albums ever. This is Floating Mountains by Soshi Takeda. Now, Soshi Takeda is like a name you probably haven't heard because he's a very, very underrated artist from Japan. He does like deep house. I think the more exact name would be Balearic House. Balearic, like referring to the Balearic Islands of Spain in the Mediterranean Sea, like Ibiza. But like, I would just say deep house. It's very nice. It's like, it's danceable, but I think it's just overall a nice vibe. Like, I love the title track, Floating Mountains. For me, it's the best song on the album. And I just really love the album artwork. I was just checking. Yeah, that's Floating Mountains by Soshi Takeda. Here's another one of my favorite artists. This is FM Skyline. He also does Vaporwave, like very original Vaporwave, like Windows 96. So like, as you can probably tell, I love Vaporwave, but I love Vaporwave that's like original, like not just Vaporwave that's just like taking a song and slowing it down and whatnot. Like both FM Skyline and Windows 96, they like do original instrumentation and production, and it just sounds so good. And FM Skyline's like specialty is making music with like general MIDI sounds. Like general MIDI is like the cheapest, I guess you can say, sounds, like the most basic sounds that come on like Windows computers. It's like, it sounds very synthetic and old. That's this whole aesthetic. And this album, Illuminations, is like, this is like one of my favorite albums. I love it so much. He does like his own Blender renders for his albums, like he did this, of course that, and this album artwork is actually inspired by a famous painting by a Belgian artist, René Magritte, or René Magritte. And there's two songs that like transition perfectly. Shadow transitions so well into Spectre, just like Prototype. I just love when albums do that. Okay, that's Illuminations by FM Skyline. we've got a couple left. This is Infinite Health by Tycho. Tycho is an artist I like a lot. This is his newest album. He used to be a solo artist, but I think he's like switched to like performing in a band. I like the artwork a lot. It's super cool, and Tycho actually does graphic design. So he made all of this himself. I think it's super cool. There's a lot of artists that like also do their own album artwork. I think it's so cool. Like, if you remember in my other vinyl video, I talked about Trues. No, not Tom Cruise. Trues. He's another really good artist, but he makes his own album artwork as well. This is also a graphic designer like Tycho. And then Brother Tiger takes his own photos, and FM Skyline renders his own stuff. So I think it's a common trend, like, for musicians to make their own album artwork. I think it's really cool. This is another one by Tycho. This is called Awake. I guess you can call this chillwave as well. Chillwave, maybe electronica. I mean, this album and the previous album are definitely just instrumental albums. And this is a really good album by an artist called Fortet. This is 3 by Fortet. I saw him live recently, actually. He's super cool. He DJs very well, and his music is also kind of similar to Floating Points and Aphex Twin, I guess. A lot of it is danceable, but I feel like his music is a lot more melodic, and he uses a lot of organic sounding sounds, like acoustic sounds. I think it's really cool. Okay, that's 3 by Fortet. And the last album, this is Homework by Daft Punk. Homework is like a very, very well-known album, of course. I mean, this is pretty much what like propelled their music career. I love the record design. I love it when like albums open up like this. I think it's so cool. And of course you have songs like Around the World. I mean, we all know that song. It's not my favorite album by Daft Punk. I mean, my favorite Daft Punk album is definitely Discovery. And I'm a very big Daft Punk fan. But this album is still really good. Like, I saw it once at a record shop and I just had to get it to complete the collection. Alright, well, that's all the albums I have to show you. I know it's a lot of rambling, a lot of tapping sounds. I hope it sounded good. I hope it wasn't too boring. But I just like rambling about things. I like those kinds of videos. I like making those kinds of videos. So, thanks for listening. Yeah. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.